The Nagaland government put a blanket ban on the sale of dogs and dog meat in Nagaland in July 2020, citing provisions of the Food Safety and Standards Act and Regulations 2011. Though not eaten by all, many still today believe in the medicinal benefits that the dog meat provides, apart from being consumed as a dietary habit in the Naga society. While a petition challenging the legal basis and jurisdiction of the order was filed in the Guwahati High Court Kohima bench in September, the state government remained mum over the issue even after it was granted several times to respond, as such compelling the court to stay the order through winter vacation.
Twenty six number 7 hobo kami kan tu itu ID NGO eso juso holibi kam kore gini pe palu manyu asina ro mata kam tu bi kam kore manyu na hoy libe bacha kam tu ro mata kam tu itu bara eso juso pai gini mata kam ro bacha kam tu sebagai parte gini pade ro mata para che di pe gini khabla to bi ni gini na thaki gini che di pe gini aje kali amo khuligani eta juta ani gini ini ka pika ko pani pika ase ko holibe morong kore gini itu kele meti hole bimara ki holibe tu ta moso to khai gini bala ho jaye na hoi ni tibi holibe o nilera holibe khashi kore libe to bala ase itu bon na ho bole lage to
আমি একটু বিজনেস করলে তো 20 years ওপরে হয়েছে একটু বিজনেস করা তো ট্রেড লাইসেন্স হবে ইম্পোর্ট পারমিট হবে কি কি হবে সব লেগিনে করা আছে ভেটেরিনারি লাগা হলে বি আমি কাম কি গভর্নমেন্ট লাগি দিব লাগে সব দিদি কিনা আমি তো নয় বিজনেস করা লাগা আছে গভর্নমেন্ট বি নাগালেন্ড গভর্নমেন্ট বি গভর্নমেন্ট দিলি হব কিনা না আমি itu kakan dia anhan dikus kurado anhan khala kana kamu khala itu tu pun boleh dibi itu bicara anu খালি আমি খালি এতিয়া কোহিমাতে নহয় ডিমাপুৰ কোহিমা আৰু অৰুণাচল মিজোৰাম মণিপুৰ সব আছে সব জায়গাতে আছে আৰু বিজনেছ কৰা মানুহে সব আমি বিচনে তো আমি হুতাহুতি কৰে না তো আয়া আমি খালি এইটো বাৰতে তো আমি খালি এনেকা বন কৰি আছো আমি খালি দুখ পাইছে আৰু বিমাৰ সমান মানুহে দুখ পাইছে
The Food Safety Standard Act, the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act, and then the Wildlife Act, all these things will have to be looked into holistically to understand what actually the definition of animal is and what kind of animal is fit for human consumption or not, or if it has any kind of detrimental or whether it's fit for human consumption or not. And if it is fit, then it can be considered as food. The second issue that impugn is the fact that even if a prohibitory order is to be issued, it can be issued only by the Food Safety Commissioner. It cannot be issued by the Chief Secretary, who does not have any authority or power under the Act. Then on the third issue that we have challenges, even if it is to be prohibited, the Act also only defines it can be prohibited only for a limited period of time. It cannot have like a sweeping ban on law because even if under the Act, like I've said, it's the prohibitory is only for a limited period of time, and this prohibitory order can only be issued after there are various scientific methods or scientific issued or tests being conducted by a food safety officer. In the stroke of a pen at the 11th hour, the order was given, and this is also violative of principle of natural justice. Apart from all the issues, I think what needs to be highlighted is also the fact that the issue of fundamental rights that's being violated under Article 21 and 19(1)(g) to be specific. It has hampered livelihood of people. 19(1)(g) which guarantees freedom of trade and business to be carried out across the country to engage for their livelihood, for their economic status, financial status. Another thing is also the penal provision that comes with the ban. It has a criminalizing aspect on people who even sell, consume or trade. And what we should understand here is these are people who come from very poor socio-economic background. We have also addressed this in the court, the right to privacy that is being breached because of the ban. When it pertains to issue of fundamental rights, the Supreme Court is always clear that it has to be through a legislature, cannot go through an executive order or through an executive direction only when it concerns matter of fundamental rights issue. So those are the various issues on how the notification has been challenged in the court. We don't know what the outcome of the case would be. Court has stayed the operation of the notification. It will be listed after the winter vacation, but we don't know when the matter will get listed. But as and when it gets listed, various issues that needs to be addressed will be addressed as well. With this day, I think there's also been the people who are mostly dependent on it are somehow seeing a ray of hope to have their livelihood back, and that is a hopeful way
One
to
must
look at it.
understand when you want to enact any law or any ban, one must understand the relationship of food between human beings. No? When you really want to put a blanket plan, I think it violates the right towards food, or you can't just have you can't just try to deprive somebody of his food habits. I mean, that is what I feel about it. I think even if they want to do it, it should be based on certain facts and figures and certain studies relevant to our cultural context and the place and environment. Like anything that you want to do, you don't do it just hurriedly or just because of pressure by the international media or by other people because they don't eat. So one cannot just take a hasty decision, under pressure or under threat by somebody. I think that could be really wrong. Lawmakers, by and large, what I would feel is that if they really want to make law, our kind of lawmaking, I mean, that is what I perceive, is mostly top-down approach. It's never a bottom-up approach. You want to enact law, there should be a bottom-up approach. There should be a cultural study or meet people, because whatever you enact now, it is for posterity.
The plight of those who engaged in the business for many years shed different depths and variants. Among many, it has been a source of income to support their dependents, for which many have not found alternative to the end while awaiting judgment of the legal recourse.